Hello again, everybody. Scott Casper, Takedown Media. We cover the sport coast to coast, border to border. We stop at Lehigh University, the home of our guest, Mason Beckman. He'll be scheduled to throw down with Edinburgh's AJ Shope at this year's AllStar Classic in Philadelphia. Well, he's not too far from there, nor is his home of Transfer PA. He joins us now. Mason, how are you, buddy?
Doing very well. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. Thank you for taking the time. Were you excited to get the invitation?
Extremely excited. It was a great event last year. It was a lot of fun. The NWCA really took care of us. They put on a great event every year. It's something that I grew up watching, and it's an honor to be part of it, to be held in that company, in that class with those guys, to be considered one of the all-stars of visual in wrestling. It's a really special thing, and it's just fun to go out there and let it fly against the best guys in the country.
Now, you're going to be facing AJ Shope again. Last year you beat him. What was it, 5-1? And you also earned Outstanding Wrestler honors for your team as well. Talk to us a little bit about facing a guy that knows you so well, and I got to believe there's been some growth over the summer for both.
Yeah, AJ and I actually grew up about an hour and a half apart out in western Pennsylvania. Wrestled as kids. Wrestled a few times in high school, and I think 3 times so far in college, if you count freestyle. But, at the highest level, everybody kind of knows what's coming when you wrestle anybody else. No matter myself, AJ, or anyone across the map, everybody in the world knows what Logan Stieber's trying to do. The name of the game is you just got to try to figure out ways to force your game plan on somebody.
Logan who?
Logan Stieber.
I just meant
anybody... everybody kind of sticks to their wheelhouse, right?
Yeah.
And, that's what makes the high-level guys so good. They can do what they do to everyone. But there's definitely a lot of familiarity with AJ and I. And I know that I've grown a lot this summer. I've worked on a lot of different things, both big and little. And I'm sure he has with Coach Flynn and Coach Moore and those guys out at Edinburgh. They do a fantastic job. They're a top 5 team in the country, so I'm sure he's gotten a lot better too. I'm excited.
Not that you won't do your own prep, but what kind of prep will Coach Santoro and all the rest of the coaches, what will they be doing to help you get ready for this?
They break down a ton of film. Coach Santoro is a huge proponent of breaking down film and figuring things out, tendencies. And it's the same type of thing we did last year, getting ready for anyone, for Ramos, for Shope, all of them. So they'll break down film, figure out tendencies, and whether it be Eric Hess, whether it be Coach Santoro, Hughes, Brad Dillon, anyone, somebody will be the dummy guy. They'll turn into AJ Shope for a couple of weeks and try to mimic his tendencies as much as possible, and make me figure out things for myself.
Do you have to call him AJ?
Tell you what, there are a lot of days I end up so frustrated I'm calling them things I can't repeat on here.
Sure. I'm sure. I'm cool with that. We're talking with Mason Beckman, Lehigh Star at 133. He'll be matched up with Edinburgh's AJ Shope at this year's All-Star Classic on November 1st as we kick off the 2014-2015 season of college wrestling. Last year, placed 6th at the NCAA Championships. How do you intend to improve on that? You said, and I even alluded to this, that there's a lot of work that goes into the summer to get better for the fall. How do you feel you stack up in the weight coming out of the summer months?
I feel great. I'm clicking better than I ever have. Again, like I mentioned earlier, we've worked on a lot of things this summer, areas of improvement that I needed to get better in. You look at the matches that I lost last year, or even matches that you win that you could have widened the gap. The name of the game is getting better every day, and that's what we really try to focus on here. Coach Santoro and the entire staff, all my workout partners, the Cruz brothers, Lake Gardner, all the new guys we have coming in, we all push each other. And the beauty of it is we have such a variety of styles that you never get the same look 2 days in a row, so you're forced to grow in a room like ours. And having another All-American as my workout partner every day really helps. And again, I feel great. there's not going to be any match that I'll ever step on the line that I don't expect to win. But all the top level guys are the same way, and that's no disrespect to anyone else. I know AJ feels the exact same way, and if you ask anybody across the United States, that's why we do it. You step on that line to win. So I feel great. I believe in what I do, and again, every match I step on the line, I'm just excited to go let it fly.
Okay, so if we were to have a contest in your new room, by the way, I know you guys got new facilities. Hats off to all those that donated and made it possible. What a real joy, and what an honor for that school with the tribute they paid to the program with their new facilities. You get to benefit and work out in them. So if there was a contest today, Mason, and all the guys got down, who would hold the plank the longest?
Oh man, um,
Who would hold the plank the longest?
it's a hard one. We got some pretty strong guys on our team. If I had to call it, I would probably say one of our 125 pounders, Artem Timchenko. His dad was a gymnast over in Russia, and I tell you what, the apple did not fall far from the tree. That kid is about as strong as they come. So if I had to put money on it, I would probably say Artem. But there's a lot of different guys that could do it.
All right, so Artem probably right up at the top. What about the coaching staff? Who holds the plank the longest?
I'm gonna go with Hughes just because he's crazy.
Yeah, and he'd do it and try to outlast everybody. Just say it could.
Just to say he did.
Yeah. That's a good one. I just had to ask you those two questions. I thought those were fun. You're expecting, I would imagine, to get a pretty good fan base to follow you to the All-Star Classic this year. You're literally an hour and a half away from your home. Your dad, I got to believe, is going to be there for sure.
Oh yeah. From my hometown, we're because I'm from the opposite side of the state. I'm about from Philadelphia, about 4.5 hours away.
It's 4.5 hours. Okay.
Yeah, from Bethlehem, I mean, we're about an hour. So, from what I've been told, I think we're gonna have a lot of Lehigh guys down there, so that'll be a lot of fun. Have a lot of Lehigh family, and then my father he's never missed a college match of mine. He was in my corner every match of my entire career up until college, and for whatever reason, loves me to death. And
what do you mean for whatever reason? Come on, dude, he's your dad.
I tell you what, I've given him a lot of reasons to question it.
You're in the same field or at least studying the same field that he's in, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Supply chain management.
Yep.
I don't even know what that is.
Tell you what, when I started, I didn't. But no, it's a pretty cool field. It's in the business school, and you just get to understand how different businesses interact with one another, how products or services, you start the whole way back at raw materials, and you end up with your customer, and all the different processes that go on throughout a company and throughout a product life cycle, both making a product and making your processes as efficient as possible. So it's a lot of fun for me personally. I'm sure it's not for everyone, just like I wanted to stay as far away from engineering as humanly possible.
All right. I got to tell you, I'm looking forward to this 33-pound matchup. I truly am. It's I get to announce you guys, and what fun it will be for me to do it one more time for you and AJ. But Mason, I've enjoyed this interview a lot, and I hope you have too. You're a fun guy to be around, and I like the way you respect your team, your coaches, and the people that support the sport by giving your level best every time you're out there, man. So best of luck to you.
Thank you so much, and I really appreciate the opportunity for the interview, man. Thank you again, and thank you for all that you do for our sport.
I much appreciated, my friend. I'm Scott Casper. He's Mason Beckman. He'll be and has earned a spot in this year's All-Star Classic. You can watch him wrestle in person November 1st at the Palestra in Philadelphia. Thanks for watching this special one-on-one All-Star Classic special interview with Mason Beckman.